Hey, what's up, guys? Daly here from PA, and I'm joined with the winners of our show match here on 514, and it is the guys from Four Down Gaming. They played against SNK Pro today, and we're sitting here with the team captain. Nice to have you. Thank you.
Yep.
And man, what a show match it was tonight. It
Yep.
went into round six, but let's talk about the first match. Domination on Strike Zone. You guys win by just barely 10 points overall. When you come out of that against a team like SNK, who, admittedly have been talking a little bit of trash throughout the day, what's your feeling squeezing out that victory?
It was definitely not as far apart as in the score as I wanted to be because I actually felt like we had the more potential to make that score a little bit farther than it was. We actually scrimmed against good teams, so I never actually seen SNK play before, but I know what they were lacking was the ejected gameplay. Our rotation's a little bit better than theirs, but as far as gunfights, we were winning them. I mean, they were hosts, so that was obviously a factor. But it was definitely a good map. My personal opinion, we should have took it a lot more than what obviously we won by 1 point
Right.
or 10 points actually. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I felt like we could have definitely made that a bigger margin, but just stuff we got to work on.
Okay. Yeah. So coming out of that game, you guys go into where S&D on Warhawk, and S&K take that S&D style of gameplay. I wouldn't say by a large margin, but it was a definite loss. I believe it was 6-4 overall. When that game finishes up, what do you guys do to kind of rally yourselves? Because you come out of that first game, barely winning, then you lose the next game. What is your mindset? How do you get your guys fired up for that next game to keep the morale high?
I just tell them, man, I'm like, you know, it was obviously one map. It's a best of seven. Yeah, you want to win all of them, but sometimes you got to lose to win. So
That's a great mentality to have.
yeah,
Just move on from map to map, and our casters talk about that sometimes, being able to have short-term memory loss, basically, when you're playing Call of Duty. So
yeah, for sure.
that's a good way to look at it. So then after that, you guys go into Blitz on Warhawk, and it's a tie game with a minute left. It's a tie game. You
Yeah,
guys are tied up. What are the call outs on
man,
on your side to pull that off in the last 30 seconds to
I
pull
was
off that to try and pull that off? Because I believe S&K takes that.
yeah, they took about one. I was like, obviously, I just thought someone needed to play goalie because there was no one playing
Yeah,
goalie.
of
Just that like it
course.
was like a minute left, and I was like, we are like, it's tie game right now. Like they're gonna have someone try to ninja sneak it, and so we killed three. So we killed three,
Right?
and I thought obviously that last guy was gonna be playing defense. So we all pushed up, including
Yes.
myself. Well, that was actually the guy ninjaing to get that last cap.
And he
So
was sitting behind the back barn and was able to walk it in for that cap. So you guys go down in the series at that time, and what are you telling your guys at this point? You're down by a game now, and you guys really got to pull something together. Like I said earlier, you guys are the underdogs. The chat's got S&K taking you guys 4-0 sweep, and what are you telling the guys that you play with so that they can come out and play hard the next game? Because
I
that's
just
what y'all
tell him,
did.
yeah, I just like I said, man, you gotta lose to win. But obviously, me being the guy, like the captain, whatever, and I just try to drill it into their heads, like, look, I know we're better than these kids. Like, push it harder. Every frag matters. Like, just play hard games. I know all these guys that I play with are individually good. It's
Right.
just I feel
Getting that
like
team
some weird.
composure.
Yeah, I feel like throughout the game, some of us are getting frustrated, and it happens. But that's when people start playing bad. And if you get over that mindset of yeah, okay, I'm getting warriored or whatever you want to call it, the guys has better internet, okay,
Right.
whatever. If you get past all that, you just play your game. It's smooth, like it's honestly smooth sailing from there. It's online, so it could be anyone's game. It's online. You just gotta accept that fact that it's anyone's game.
Yeah, exactly. So then you come back and it's freight domination now, and it's a tie game again for the last couple seconds of the map. But you guys end up getting a team wipe on SNK and you win by 1 with seconds left on the clock.
Yeah.
That does that hype your team up? How are you guys feeling after that particular map? I know that's got to have some
This
kind
is
of an
the
impact.
S&D, right? For on Octane?
What was that?
On the S&D on Octane?
That
Or is this
was
the
that
no, this is
was
the 1 point
that's the 1 point domination on
oh
Freight.
man, that was
If the clock
we
would have ticked one more second, you
yeah,
guys would have
I honestly
lost.
thought we were gonna lose that, okay? So I was like somehow we managed to get the weird spawn right next to C, and I was just like, jump on it. Like we just need to jump
Jump,
on it, man.
get a
Like
C jump. There
yeah,
you
we just
go.
need to jump on something. And I was looking at the clock and I swear it was gonna like give them at least 2 points.
Yeah, and
And
you
I
know
was
what?
like,
It would have, but SNK chose to challenge you guys. I don't know if that
yep,
has anything to do with the talk that was going on Twitter today, but they chose to challenge you guys rather than neutralize the flag that you
yeah,
weren't at. So they come to challenge you, and you end up winning that match. That takes us into the Octane map, which is S&D on Octane, and you guys come in there and you play aggressive.
oh yeah,
Your style over the games past before up till now, it's been a back and forth. You win by a couple, you lose by a couple, but you come in here on S&D on Octane and you guys play aggressive. You even go one time without grabbing the bomb. You guys do the rush over mid, right onto their side. What kind of sparked that aggressive
um,
S&D push? Is that
I
something you
think
guys practice?
I mean that's just if you play a lot of teams on S&D and there's a lot of teams that play passive and there's a lot of teams that play aggressive. And what I noticed that works more is teams that play aggressive because so teams are so used to teams playing so passive on Octane that they're not used to playing against that aggressive pace.
Right.
They're not used to that play style. So to me, playing aggressive is like the best thing to do. Obviously, you want to switch it out every other couple rounds. You don't want to keep doing the same thing. And then that rush mid, I just like, hey, let's just rush mid, man. Like let's just rush mid.
Just a
they're like
random
they're
spur
so
of the moment thing
yeah
for you
they were
guys.
so used to going B and sending a guy like top motel or whatever because they just kept getting passed. So and it's really hard to snipe that snipe if you're
Yeah.
not a host. And so I was just like, hey, let's just rush mid. And then someone forgot the bomb, and I was like, all right, well, whatever, just keep going with it.
So it was an accident. The
Yeah, it
casters,
was an accident. It was on purpose. It was
we
an
were
accident.
talking in the cast about that actually being a viable option for teams to rush over, get a pick or two,
Yeah,
and then come back and grab the
that
bomb.
works
But
sometimes. That actually does work sometimes. And Cuddle actually clutched it. It was a 3v1, and we were just like, dude, be random, just go B, because that guy was expecting to go A,
right.
and we are like, just go be random and go B, dude. So he cut across the map and then ended up timing the guy. So that brought us up 5-4. And
Exactly, and you guys take that Octane, like I said, 6-4, the exact score that you lost by on the previous S&D, and then you go into Freight Blitz, and man, you guys run that scoreboard up the first half. That looked like the ending score of most of our featured matches. When you coming in to play Blitz, what is your strategy as a team? Are you guys playing solely as the aggressor and you just want to get as many caps as you can, or do you guys have a rotation type where you're sending guys back to check? How do you guys like to play Blitz? Because whatever
um,
you did worked, and you
yeah,
guys own that Blitz.
that honestly, I think Free Blitz is probably one of our best map game types. I mean, I know me and Cuddle like we can work off each other's hype pretty good, and we're really good slayers. I mean, I've honestly just switched my role recently. I went from being a pretty good AR player to finding out that the Vector is probably my favorite weapon in the game right now.
Right.
Yeah, I just like I don't know. I just we aggressive and just knowing when to rotate back to the blitz point is honestly how you're gonna win blitz every time. Warhawk, in my opinion, is just one of those maps where it's gonna be up to this guy's ninjaing and but
And Blitz being on Freight being the
yeah,
exact opposite.
Frey Blitz is just all about being aggressive and
Making sure the
just
doors are
yeah,
closed.
make sure the doors are closed and knowing like, hey, I just spawned up, I need to go check my blitz. But if we're up by 4 or 5 caps, there's no point because you can go cap for cap. So
Right.
at that point, you just want to take that aggression and you just want to control that spawn on them because like we said, we had control of the match, so they were screwed. Like there's nothing they could do.
Yeah, it was a great game overall. Is there anything you'd like to put out there for the guys at PA or the guys at SNK? Any final thoughts?
Um, I just want to let everyone know that hey, man, keep practicing. Obviously, it'll work out for you. Okay, and then if you get mad, brush it off because it's part of the game. And I know my team's laughing at me right now because they're listening. It's part of the game, and just understand that if you actually keep grinding and practicing, you'll get better. And I appreciate PA putting us on this because I've been trying to get on this for a while. And it's actually good time because we're going to that Iron Games land event this month,
Right.
so it's good practice. And hopefully we can get some more. And like I said, you guys are doing good stuff for the AM community and everyone else. So this is good stuff, and appreciate it. So
Well,
definitely.
thank you so much, man. We definitely appreciate you. We'd also like to thank the sponsors, Avenger Controller, Honey Badger, Gamers Edge. All you guys rock. Thank you guys so much for joining us 4 down. Shout out to SNK for sticking in there and playing with you guys. Thank you so much, and we'll hope to see you guys back on the stream soon.
Sounds good. Peace.